So recently I saw this trend on what do you call it, Facebook, about, basically they were saying between Azula, Toph, Kitara, and Ty Lee, who would win in a fight. And obviously, it's basically a throw up. If you go back to the last Airbender, it's mostly Azula and Toph, which I took interest in, and I did a little bit of research, and I found online, some a few people comparing them and giving out their stats and stuff, and I basically came to the conclusion that if they would have a fight, Azula would most likely be the one to win that fight. But aside from that, while I was you know looking up the information, I saw some old episodes with the Last Airbender, and I was checking it out, and a very interesting thing came up where when I was watching an episode where Zula was where May betrayed Azula, and she and Ty Lee basically betrayed Azula, and Azula was saying, and May was saying, I love Zuko more than I fear you, and she said, you should have feared me more. And I looked in the comments, and one guy in particular was saying, she's a psychopath, and another guy was saying, he thinks she's a sociopath, because she does feel, I guess, emotions for her friends, and she went through a mental breakdown after that happened to her. And at first, I was actually kind of leaning towards that, and I was agreeing with that guy about, his point about her caring. But the more I thought about it, I started to realize that, in my opinion, she isn't a psychopath at all. She's isn't a sociopath at all. I feel like she's more a psychopath, because I actually went online and I was looking up the definition of both, and basically they were both saying the same thing. It's a personality disorder, antisocial behavior, impaired empathy and remorse, egotistical traits and stuff like that. They were both saying that, but in the sociopath, basically it was saying, it's to a lesser degree, and psychopaths, tend to get more physically violent. And but I at first I was really finding it difficult, because I was thinking that she really cared for May and Ty Lee, and that's why she went through her mental breakdown. But the reason why I came to the conclusion that no, she's actually a psychopath is that, did she really care for them though? Because when May said she loved her Zuko more than she feared Azula. Azula was not surprised at that at all. She wasn't surprised that May feared her and didn't really consider her a friend. It's not I love you more, it's I don't fear you. And she wasn't surprised at that at all, which makes me think that, yeah, she knows that she never considered May a friend, and she never really felt anything toward any kind of sympathy towards her. She just felt like she was somebody that had to do what she said, because she was, I guess, better than her in a way, because fear me, in meaning, I'm on some kind of pedestal, so you have to be afraid of me. So that's mainly why I started to think that, yeah, she's a psychopath. And I know a lot of people would say, yeah, but her mom, she obviously wanted love from her mom, and she obviously loved her mom, and she got jealous when. But I think that's her. She lost that after her mom died. She lost that care and empathy for other people. For other people, once her mom died, I feel like she turned into a psychopath once her mom passed away. She and her mental breakdown was her basically realizing that she can't control everybody. She's not as powerful, or she doesn't really have that power over people that she felt she had. So her father not letting her do what she wants, May and Tylee betraying her, So, that was just my quick opinion on it. I thought, the main reason I wanted to do it was, I was kind of amazed when I looked up the information and stuff, and it really connected so good. And, it made me realize how well developed the character of Azula was, and fleshed out she was. So I just wanted to, give my opinion on the psychopath versus the sociopath. That the argument that the guys were having in the comment. But thanks for checking this out, and I hope you enjoyed my opinion on it. And let me know your opinion in the comments. Thank you.